On September 1st, 1939, Germany invaded Poland and World War II began. Soon after, on September 3rd, their allies, the UK and France, responded by declaring war on Germany. Next, on September 7th, the Soviet Union also sent Polish invaders from the east. So, why didn't the Allies declare war on the Soviet Union? In this video, let's start to find out the answer together. To understand everything, we will go back to 1918 after World War I ended. The Austro-Hungarian Empire was divided into pieces. In it, there is a piece that makes us Czechoslovakia country. Some land called Sudetenland, where the majority of Germans lived, was transferred to Czechoslovakia. When Hitler came to power, he found every reason to persuade the army and the people to support him. One of which is the restoration of lost lands in World War I. In fact, Hitler wanted to dominate Europe, not just reclaim the lost land. After militarizing and becoming powerful, in 1938, Hitler began implementing the plan. The first was to reclaim Sunderland from Czechoslovakia. On August 17th, a German volunteer corps attacked several areas near the Czechoslovak border. In the following days, they also only attacked on a small scale. Poland and Hungary also took the opportunity to demand that Czechoslovakia pay for some of the land with their own people. Fearing that Germany would wage an all-out war, the UK and France demanded that Czechoslovakia cede land to appease Hitler. To imagine how great that fear is, we need to know an event. France is an official ally of Czechoslovakia, and they signed a treaty of mutual aid when invaded. The UK didn't have a written treaty, but in theory, if the French helped Czechoslovakia, the UK would have jumped in too. So they betrayed their allies together to please Hitler. Under pressure from all sides, Czechoslovakia was forced to agree. On September 30, the Munich Agreement was signed, giving Hitler the Sunderland region on the condition that no more territory could be encroached upon. However, 6 months later, in March 1939, Hitler violated the agreement and took all of the Czechoslovakia. The UK and French governments realized that he intended to conquer border Europe, not just claiming land. In response, they sought alliances to find Hitler in the future. On August 25, 1939, the Anglo-Polish Treaty was signed. Accordingly, when one of the two countries is attacked by Germany, the other will support. The French authorized the UK to implement the treaty and agreed on the same terms. Thus, when Poland was attacked by Germany, the UK and France jumped into the war soon after. And the fact that they didn't declare war on the Soviet Union because in the treaty was only about supporting each other when attacked by Germany. In addition, any country encroaching on the territory of the contracting parties, the other party is not responsible for helping. However, if so, then everything is too simple. The reason why the UK and France did not declare war on the Soviet Union was for another reason. A few days before the German army occupied all of the Czechoslovakia, Stalin gave a speech at the Communist Congress on Moscow. The warlike nations that are waging war invade the interests of the non-belligerent states, especially and France, wish for countries to become victims of the invasion. Thus, the Soviet Union deliberately sided with the UK and France from the beginning, even though it did not like the capitalist nations. In contrast, the UK and France also wanted to form an alliance with the Soviet Union against Germany. But they encountered great psychological obstacles. One is dislike of the communist regime, the other is to doubt the intention of the Soviet Union to cooperate, because there is no borderline between Germany and the Soviet Union. In the event that the Red Army entered the battlefield, Poland and Romania would have to let them pass through the territory. Both of these two countries had territorial disputes with the Soviet Union, so they feared that the Soviet Union, after borrowing its road, would refuse to leave. That caused the UK and France to lack willingness to form an alliance with the Soviet Union. From June to August 1939, representatives of the UK, France, and the Soviet Union gathered in Moscow to decide the terms of cooperation. Accordingly, all three great powers will ensure mutual military assistance in the event of Nazi war. Preliminary agreement has been reached. However, when it comes to direct negotiation between military missions, things quickly fall apart. While the Soviet Union was represented by Marshal Klymen Voroshilov as the defense minister, Stalin's close associates, the UK and France, sent small military officials to Moscow. Admiral Reginald Drax and General Amy Dumin were not allowed to make decisions without government approval. When the Soviet Marshal asked whether Poland and Romania would let the Red Army pass through their territory to fight Germany, the UK and France representatives were ineligible to answer such questions. They had to go back to ask the higher-ups first. Realizing a lack of goodwill in the alliance, the Soviet Union halted the negotiation on August 21, 1939. 2 days later, German Foreign Minister Joachim von Ribbentrop went to Moscow to sign a non-aggression pact. In it, there is a secret protocol on zoning of influence in Poland. Stalin quickly agreed. He did not want to continue future negotiations with London and Paris. Through the agreement with Germany, the Soviet Union did not need to worry about invasion and was given a division of the land in Poland. Thus, from the very beginning, the Soviet Union was very serious about leading the front line with the UK and France. Although the agreement failed, it showed that the Soviet Union saw Germany as an enemy. If the UK and France declare war on the Soviet Union when they invaded Poland, it will force the Soviet Union to form a close alliance with Germany. One Hitler was difficult to cope with, one more Stalin was more difficult. Furthermore, the Soviet Union sent troops to Poland when it was completely lost to Germany. The Red Army entered Poland on the pretext of the reclaiming lost territory in 1920. The Soviet Union lost this territory to Poland when the two countries signed the Riga Treaty in 1921 to end the war. Therefore, the Soviet Union didn't see it as an invasion, but rather to reclaim the territory. For that reason, the UK and France temporarily agreed to avoid having one more powerful enemy. The video is over here. If you see it is a good video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Thank you for watching.